What's up, everybody? Scott and AJ back here. Man, it seems like it's been forever. It's been like 2 weeks. Life's got
know, right?
everything. But it was episode 48 of It's Always Golf O'Clock. And we appreciate our 12 subscribers on YouTube, the consistent ones that keep coming back. We'll get back
I don't know
up
if they
there,
are, bro. I don't know.
We will, anyways, on that note, we would appreciate the you hitting the subscribe button below and supporting this channel.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend. But big week this week, man.
Dude.
Golf season is kind of ended, and now we're into week 2 of college football. But
NFL, man, starting back up. Pretty pumped up about it. First game's going on. Dallas and Philly are playing right now. Looks like they're in a delay. We don't know why. My TV in the basement just went out literally like 5 minutes ago. So we're going to have to go buy a new TV. Sorry, hon. Let me know. But yeah, so NFL season, man, big time.
Yep.
So you haven't played a lot of golf recently since you got back from Arizona, right?
No, I haven't played at all since I got back from Arizona. I need to get back out there so I'm not as rusty.
Yeah, well, I went out and played. So I was down at the beach with the girls this weekend. We had a big softball tournament. Kira was playing with the 8U team. Catherine was playing with 10Us. Both the girls did great. I mean, it was a lot of fun. But I was able to get out and play down in Myrtle, dude. Played Azalea Sands, which is right on Route 17. If you check out Dad is Golfing, check out the video I put up on it. Of course, the thing about Myrtle Beach, and you and I have played there a lot. We've gone down a lot. It's not that far from here. I think we're talking about doing a Hilton Head trip. We're also thinking about a Myrtle Beach trip. It'll be a little cheaper for us to go to Myrtle Beach and a little bit closer, which would be nice, so we can get down there. But the thing about Myrtle Beach is you can play anywhere from like beginner courses to some PGA Tour level courses. You got TPC there, you got the Dunes Club there, you got all the barefoot courses are really good, and they're you're looking at $150 to $200 to $250 for some of the nicer end courses on a Sunday morning to play. Well, went on Golf Now, played this place called Azalea Sands, which is right on Route 17. I think it costs $48 to play on a Sunday morning.
I've got the website up if you want to.
Yeah, bring it up, man, bring it up. But if you want to go out, just have a good time. Not of course that's in really good shape. A lot of fun. There's no houses out there really. Go to Azalea Sands. They're in Beechwood. They're right next to each other. It is a cool little course. It's pretty short, not very long. We played from the tips. Didn't play very well. But you can see the ocean's right there. So we had a really good breeze the entire day when we were playing.
Nice.
But like I said, $48 to go out on a Sunday morning, and there's nobody out there. We got done in 4 hours. So
here's the scorecard.
Yeah. I think it played 6,400 or something like that. That we played 65, something right in that number. So, but it was just a fun, relaxing course. I think I lost maybe one ball on I think I lost it on 9. Where there's a little there's OB to the right on 9. I just hit a big I just lost it to the right. So I lost like one ball the entire day. Like I said, didn't play very well. The wind was really gusting pretty hard, and we had a lot of balls you're trying to keep lower in. And we haven't played there, so but it was a lot of fun, and it was nice going out there, and it was a very relaxing round, and it was just a cool place. Greens were in good shape for the most part. I think the first green was a little choppy, but the rest of them were good. Weren't running too fast, weren't running too slow. Fairways were lush. Tee boxes were fine. The front 9 is a little more open than the back 9. Back 9 is a little tighter, but it was a great little course to go to. And we played a lot of courses down there. You and I've played a lot.
Yeah.
So being able to go out and play Azalea Sands, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time out there.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't got out since that trip, but yeah. Well, you and I may get out in a couple of weeks on Sunday, but maybe the 21st. So we'll see.
Yeah, trying to adjust my.
I've been busy with life and work, but yeah. On that note, what the PGA finished up with the FedEx Championship and what Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah, Tommy Fleetwood, man, good for him. Really, really excited about Tommy Fleetwood getting a big win and everything like that. First PGA Tour win for the guy, so he's been on it for a while now, and then he won the FedEx. It's a little bit, and that's one of the issues I have with the FedEx Cup is you can win one time and, win the whole thing. And you got Scotty Scheffler who won 6 times this year, and he doesn't win it. But I'm excited for him, and he did a great job. And He's playing well, and now we're getting ready for the Ryder Cup coming up in 2 weeks. I think next week we'll break the Ryder Cup down a little bit more and talk about it a little bit, and really dive into what's going on with that. So,
Is that what?
Bethpage Black,
where you've played before?
I have played there. I played there when I was working for the New York Jets years ago, and I was able to get on Bethpage Black, and it was it's a gauntlet of a course. I'll just leave it at that. But it was a lot of fun to go out there and play and have a little bit of fun out there. So it's going to be cool to see how the course has changed in the last 25 years since I've been up there. But,
that's funny.
20 years. It's crazy. I'm old now. But yeah, it was a cool experience to be up there and and I'm sure I'll recognize some of the holes and everything like that. But yeah, that's it. You're obviously not playing this week. You got your wife's birthday and everything like that. So
I got 14-hour, 16-hour day at work on this Saturday.
You got football Saturday, right? Football Saturday.
Yep. And then
Kendall's birthday, and I mean, I don't understand it. Every time, I'm like, so what are you doing next weekend? Oh, I got Kendall's birthday. What are you doing the weekend after that? We got Kendall's birthday. I'm like, the girl's got a birthday for a month, dude. What's going on there?
Hey, as long as I get to play my golf. So.
You don't get to play golf. You got to celebrate a birthday for a month.
It's fine.
So, but yeah, I'm going. Alex and I are going to be heading over to Salem Glen, I think the only Jack Nicklaus course in the area. Yeah. So we're going to be heading to Salem Glen on Sunday. We're going to play Sunday morning, and then we're going to watch some NFL football. So we're excited about NFL starting back up. Play a little golf. I heard it's in great shape. We haven't played there at all, but if we want to go back to our, what was it, like episode 21 where we talked about golf course designers, Jack Nicklaus, man, what a great designer he is. He's had some great courses that we played, Paulie's Plantation and Long Bay. Oh, yeah. Obviously Salem Glen that we play. It's a Jack Nicklaus signature. So he's got a lot of great courses that we play also. And his courses are hard. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're a little more difficult than the normal courses you're gonna see. So, but they're fun.
Yeah, we need to get back into that designer series at some point.
No, I agree. So
but yeah, let's get into the big.
All right. So let's talk about what happened week ago. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get to choose picks last week because I was going down to Myrtle. I was already down to Myrtle. You were busy with stuff. We weren't able to get on last week, unfortunately. So right now, the big dog is up 1-0 because he picked Iowa State, and you went with the alma mater, Kansas State, and didn't work out so well for you, buddy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a great game, though.
Great game. I agree with you on that.
Even though K-State lost that game, they played better against Iowa State than they did last week against an FCS opponent. They about blew it against North Dakota. So
I know.
They got Army this week, which isn't going to be easy, even though Army lost.
Army just lost to Tarleton in overtime. I don't know. Yeah. It's crazy what's going on with
Tarleton. Tarleton's a good football team. Matter of fact, there's actually a couple. There's at least one K-Stater that I worked with there, Jonathan Beasley, who was a quarterback when I was in college. He's coaching at Tarleton, and then one of the former equipment managers is there too. So, but yeah, they've got a good program. But yeah, Army's they run the triple option, so it's not easy to defend all the time. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's pull up our spreadsheet here.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. We're gonna be doing a couple different things this year. So we got college picks. We got 5 college picks. We're gonna do 5 NFL picks, and then we're gonna be doing a survivor pool. So we'll talk about that in a little bit when we get to it. But all right. So what's the first one you got on state right there? Why don't I'll lead us off. How's that sound? And then we'll go from there. So first game, who do we got there, bud?
Iowa at Iowa State.
Big rivalry. Iowa at Iowa State. Normally I would pick Iowa on this one. I'm a big fan of Iowa. I think Kurt French does a great job out there.
Been there forever.
But I think 2 factors here. 1, Iowa State is really good and improved it 2 weeks ago. And 2, it's at Iowa State. So I'm going to go Iowa State on this one.
Yeah. I bet it helps if I type correctly. Yeah, as much as I don't really hate Iowa State or anything. Them and Kansas State are very similar programs. That's why they call that game the Farmageddon. It's the 4th oldest rivalry in college football right now. 109 years, and now that Iowa State's won 4 of the last 5 or something like that, they've taken the series like 55 games to 50-4 or something. But anyways, Iowa State played pretty decent in that first game. Started out a little rough, but then came back and won the game. And it was a good game against Kansas State. They won, 24-21. Could have won a little more bigger in the end, but they just downed it on the one at the end. And they whipped up. Granted, they played an FCS last week, but they won 55 to something. But
something like that,
yeah, I'm going with Iowa State in this one too. I like them too. I don't really have anything against them. I've got some friends that don't really like them, but anyways, I like Iowa State in this one. So plus, they win, they keep winning. If K-State and Iowa State, if K-State somehow improves, like be the team that people kind of picked them to be at the beginning of the season, those teams could meet again in the Big 12 championship game. So
yeah,
I'm with you on that one.
Okay, what's the next one? Yeah.
Man, I don't really know who to pick here on this one. Ole Miss at Kentucky. If I can't remember what both did the first week, but I think I'm gonna go with Ole Miss on this one. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they have a pretty good first week?
Yeah, I believe. I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but I'm going with Ole Miss because if I remember correctly from looking at some of the highlights, they played pretty well last week. I'm not really sure how Kentucky is this year.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Lane Kiffin here. I'm going to go Ole Miss and SEC. I think they're not as strong. They lost Jackson Dart and everything like that, so they're replacing their quarterback. But another SEC early season game. I think Ole Miss is going to pull this one. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. Maybe a field goal or 4 or 5 points or something like that. But I think Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss will win this one.
Yep.
All right. Who do we got next? I can't see the screen. It's a little small for me.
Virginia at NC State.
ACC. Yep. ACC rival. ACC rivals here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with NC State here. I think they didn't play very well last week, but they were able to pull out a victory. But I think they're home. They're a better team than what they played last week, and I think Virginia's kind of a little down this year, so I'm gonna go NC State.
Yep. I think I'm gonna go there too. I think this game could also go either way, but I gotta stick with the what is now the home state right now. So I'm gonna stick with NC State. No, a couple of people are going to that game, but yeah, I'm with you on that one. All right, you better pick the correct team on this one, or you might be haunted after this. But yeah, this game could go either way too. But I cannot pick KU, so I know I got a lot of friends and family that are going to hate me for that, but I'm going with Mizzou in this. Everybody's high on KU right now, but they've won 2 games in the beginning of the season here, but they played Fresno State and then FCS. So until they get some competition, it's I don't know. We'll see how good they actually are once they get into Big 12 play and some of this other stuff. But
yeah, big rivalry here with this game, especially when they were in the Big 12. That was a big game that they played against each other. That border war and everything like that, whatever they called it. I'm going to pick Mizzou also. I think Mizzou's a better team. I think they're better competition in the SEC, which is they moved over. So I'm going to go with Mizzou on this one. I agree with you on that one, Scotty.
Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah. If Mizzou had their starting quarterback, I think they'd be ahead on this, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's out. Is he out for the season or just out for this game? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Anyways, but yeah, so Michigan at Oklahoma.
Michigan at Oklahoma. This is a tough one.
Yeah, I think so too.
Primetime game. I'm gonna go Oklahoma here. I'm gonna go Oklahoma, home team. Tough. It's gonna be a raucous crowd down there in Norman. I think Oklahoma's going to pull this one out. I'm not sold on Michigan since Harbaugh left and all the stuff that they got in trouble with and everything like that. So I'm gonna go with Oklahoma for a big victory for Oklahoma. I think they're due for one.
So yeah, I like Michigan's coach. Oklahoma had a really good game the first week. Granted, their opponent was kind of a lower tier opponent, if I remember correctly, but or FCS or something. But Anyways, I can't pick Oklahoma because I can't stand Oklahoma. Been on their field a couple times. Been to Norman. Obviously, they've got a good
Boomer
program.
Sooner, baby.
But and we'll see what they prove to do in the SEC. So I'm going with Michigan on this one. I could be wrong, but
all right. Well, I know who you're picking the next game, so I'll let you start that one off with NFL.
Yep. I can't go against my Chiefs. Yeah, they got whooped in the Super Bowl, and they went 0-3 in the preseason. But what happened last time they went 0-3 in the preseason? Do you remember?
Nobody cares about preseason, Scott.
Yeah, when the last time they went 0-3 in preseason, they won the Super Bowl. So,
well,
I think the Chargers are going to be a pretty good team. I like the Chargers. They're about out in San Diego, but been out of their facilities before. But I think they've got a good team. I think
they moved.
Yeah, I know they moved. But when they were out in San Diego, I was out of their facilities back when we were in college football. But they got a good coach in Harbaugh. He turned them around quite a bit last year, but until they beat the Chiefs, I'm going with the Chiefs. Chiefs are still the team to knock off in the AFC and in the AFC West. So.
Well, I think that's a great pick with the Chiefs, and I think the Chargers are actually going to start the knockoff starting tomorrow. They are going to knock the Chiefs off in Brazil. I think Jim Harbaugh needs a big win. Lost a lot of close games last year. I think they put an emphasis on pushing for that. They need a win, and Chiefs, like, you come on, you have that Super Bowl hangover, and they usually start a little flat. They always, but now they always play better later in the year. But I'm thinking, I think the Chargers are gonna squeak one out here, win a close one, in Brazil. Put me down for the Chargers on this one.
Yeah, I think one thing, the Chiefs' first team looked really good in the preseason.
Yep, they have.
They didn't have the depth; didn't look as good, but
I think
their offense played really well when they were out there.
The other issue, though, is they don't have Rashee Rice. Rice has been suspended for 6 games. No. He is a difference maker on the field. So
yeah, but I agree with you there. But I think their receiver room's stronger this year with some of the other guys. But we'll see. It'll be determined. So. All right, Panthers at Jaguars.
Panthers at the Jaguars. We got to go hometown here with Panthers. They're right down the road from us here in Charlotte. So, but I'm going to pick Jacksonville. I think Liam Cohen coming from Tampa Bay, bringing that offense and what he did with Baker Mayfield. I think Trevor Lawrence is in for a huge year this year. So I'm going to go with Jacksonville. But I think this game's going to be a lot higher scoring than people think. I think we're looking at 2 teams in the 30s this week in this game. I think it's going to be like 38-35, something like that. I think Bryce Young and Trevor Lawrence are going to go off in this game. I think it's going to be a really fun game actually to watch. So, but I'm going to go with the Jaguars.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go there too. I think Jaguars got more experience at quarterback, which is obviously a key position. Look at the teams that won the Super Bowls the last several years. But I think what is it, Bryce Young? You said he's up and coming. I think if he's got the right coaching, he's going to be good. But I think the Panthers are still a few steps away. They got a lot of ground to make up the way they played the last several years. So I'm going with the Jaguars too. Plus, I interned with Jacksonville, so kind of got to go with that. Keep that in the family. Bucks at Falcons. Some people are picking the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
I
don't know.
Another high-scoring game here. I think another high-scoring.
I think I'm going to go with the Bucks in this one. I haven't seen both of these teams play much. A little bit. I think I saw the Bucks a little bit in preseason, but I'm just going to go with. I'm going to go with the Bucks. Anyways, Bucks got more championship experience than the Falcons, so we'll see.
I'm actually going to go with the Falcons on this one. I think the Falcons are going to win the NFC South. I think they're going to have a good year this year. They got Penix. Penix is ready to go. They got great running back in Bijan Robinson, awesome wide receiver in Drake London, and I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, Drake London will be a receiver we're talking about at the end of the year. Very similar to the way we talked to Jamar Chase last year. I think that dude has got all the tools. I think Penix is going to be slinging the ball to him and everything like that. So I'm going to go with the Falcons on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this game, like you said, could go really kind of either. Both
Yep.
teams should be decent. So I think this next game's a really good one too. So
Lions and Pack, right? Lions
yeah,
and Pack.
both teams that people could
Man.
possibly pick in the be in the Super Bowl for
Yeah,
NFC.
and I think Packers with Micah Parsons. I
Yeah,
think Packers at home. I think Ben Johnson leaving the Lions. I think the way the Lions lost to the Commanders last year, I'm going to pick the Packers, and I think they're going to win by a field goal. End of the game, kick a field goal to win. If it was at home with the Lions at home, I'd probably pick the Lions. But I think the Packers got a lot going for them. I think Packers are going to be a really, really good team. We got some really good NFC teams this year. If you look at it, you got Packers, you got the Lions, you got Washington, you got Philadelphia. I think Atlanta's a really good team. You got Minnesota. It's going to be interesting to see what J.J. McCarthy does. So you got some good teams. The Rams, 49ers, Seattle. You've got some really good teams, I think, this year. I think the NFC is going to be a little bit more competitive than what it's been. But I'm gonna pick the Packers in this one.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with you too. Obviously, Parsons is a big pickup this past week or whatever, however long it's been. I think he's really happy about getting out of a situation in Dallas. So I think he'll be fine to play. Pack, Green Bay's always a tough place to play with the history there.
Yep.
Teams they've fielded and everything. They should be a pretty decent team this year. It'd be interesting to see what is it, Jordan Love at quarterback or
Jordan Love. Yep, Jordan Love.
He's kind of up and coming, so he's kind of up and down sometimes, but I think he's got a lot of potential. So we'll see there. Oh man, this next one, this is a really good game. Two teams that could possibly meet in the AFC Championship game again. I'm going to go with the Bills in this one just because it's in Buffalo. Buffalo's kind of on that, kind of got a little chip on their shoulder. Like their coaches, it's their turn, they say, to make the Super Bowl. We'll see if it happens. They unfortunately don't have a lot of luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills in this one.
I'm gonna ditto you on that one too. I like the Bills in this one. I think another good game. This is another game that I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. It's awesome that it's the first game of Sunday night. I think Josh Allen coming off of the MVP year. I think he has something to prove this year. I watched Hard Knocks and I really liked what I saw from them, and I just think it's going to be a good game. And I wouldn't, like you said, I wouldn't be surprised if we see these teams in the NFC the AFC Championship at the end of the year again. So I'm going to go with the Bills though on this one in a nail biter. Yeah.
What's crazy is these two teams, whether they're playing each other in an AFC Championship, could be beating the two teams at the top of that game too, either the Chargers or the Chiefs. You never know because both.
Correct.
Teams,
yeah.
There's some other AFC teams up there too, so that could
I agree with you.
As much as I hate to say it, the Broncos could be somewhat decent too.
Yeah, I was going to say the Broncos. I think the AFC West is a really, really good division this year. Yeah. I think the NFC East is really, really good. I think the NFC North is going to be really good. Those are the ones that I would keep an eye on for that. So anyway, Survivor pick. So here's what we do with Survivor pick. So I'll explain it to you. Throughout the year, we have 18 weeks in the season. Okay. Every week we're going to pick a team. So you can only pick the team one time through the entire year. Okay. So if I pick, let's say I pick the Eagles today to win, I cannot use the Eagles the rest of the year out. All right. You have 2 losses. So if the Eagles lose, I still have another loss. All right. Before I'm out of this Survivor pick. And you have 1 bye week. So you can pick a bye week anytime you want. So I'll go first with the team that I'm going to pick this week. But my Survivor pick for this week will be the Denver Broncos. So they're playing Tennessee at home. I like Denver. I think Denver will be I think they're going to get through pretty easily. So I got the Broncos for my Survivor pick for week 1.
Nice. Well, looking at the schedule here, I'm going to pick, you may know this, my second favorite team. People of this team probably hate my real favorite team, but I'm going to go with the Survivor pick of the Bengals this week. So
yep, that's another good one.
They got the Browns. Browns, might be a little bit better this year, but they're still the Browns. And
they're still the Browns, bro. Still the Browns.
They still got a little bit of a mess there too. So with the whole Deshaun Watson situation, and I really don't think they know who their actual quarterback is, even though they picked a starter. But
I think Joe Flacco is going to be the starter. I don't know if you can go with who was it, Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders and
yeah, but that's what I mean. I mean, Flacco's
Yeah.
decent, but he's also getting up there too. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I'm going to go with my Bengals in this one. I still
Bengals. Good choice.
think they have the best helmet in the league, best uniform. So, anyways, that's who I'm going with. So we'll see what happens.
I like it. Well,
All
right. So those are our picks for the week for week 1, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we will come back next week and take a look at everything, and then go from there.
Yep. We'll see what happens. So it's football season now.
It's ready to
season
go.
that our wives love or don't love. Outside of golf.
Yeah, I don't know if they love it that much.
Yeah.
So, well, I got nothing else, buddy. What about you?
Nope, I think I'm good. So, but we appreciate everybody tuning in. Enjoy football this weekend. Enjoy golf. Most important thing is create memories and have fun and hit them straight and hit them in the hole with the least amount of shots. Talk to you later.
There you go. Love it.